signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. It's so weird to say them out of that order, but I wanted to kind of switch up the order so that I can really focus in on the energy of each sign. It's kind of a mind mess I am doing. You might understand that. You're an air sign. Okay, so here we are. We're going to take them out of a different order just so I can really focus in on each one. What we're going to cover today is a timeless reading. Whenever you see this video, it is the right time. That is when you are being divinely and spiritually guided to this message. It is about what is the big question in your life, what kind of advice does Spirit have to offer, and who is like the spirit guide to really call on to help boost the situation for you, to really tap into, you know, and in addition to your usual, your general, your very helpful spirit team that is very extensive, whether you're aware of it or not. So let's get into it. Libra. What can I burn? Really? Okay, so that's hysterical. The fire signs, we're all about burning stuff. Kali kept showing up. Okay, so burn it all. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism, the images that run through your head, the reminders of what you did wrong, and poof. Burn, baby, burn. Your soul is calling you. It is a time for rebirth, rising from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You are free. Your wings are ready to use them. Okay, so here's the thing. Fire and oxygen work together, right? Air. And so you are the phoenix rising from the ashes. That is what I am seeing. Libra, what do you need to release, to burn away, to let go of, to just eliminate from your life, cut it out right now so that, yes. Okay, so in order for the phoenix to rise from the ashes, there's the first phoenix dies in a ball of fire, and from those ashes rises the new one. So something in your life is going to have a very explosive, combustible conclusion. And don't worry about it. Instead go, okay, clean slate. Clean slate. I'm rising from the ashes. I am moving forward in my life. It is so important that I do that. So take a look around your life. What is the arena of your life that needs to really, it needs to go. I see fireworks too, so it's like, I feel like there's going to be some, yeah, explosive, it's like, it feels very explosive energy. So, all right, so your advice, you have, this looks like things need to come back into alignment. Things are spiraling around, but see, there is a balance in this. Look how balanced it is. It's like the energies are swirling around. So you are spiraling up is what it feels like. And then it looks like you have a spirit guide of a super intense energy here. Kind of looks like very celestial wisdom coming into you. So let's go ahead and read it. This one is spiritual because it's 16, which makes it a 7. That's very much a spiritual aspect. But this one has a soulmate aspect. It's 4 plus 2. Of course, 7 times 6 is 42. And so there feels like there's this extra spiritual soulmate thing coming in. And so really tap into that. I'm looking for the book and I'm not seeing it. Sorry about that. It's like right in front of me and I'm not seeing it. Oh, look at this. It says you're on target. Excellent. Keep yourself focused on the outcome or the goal or result that you're aiming for right now. What can you burn? Stay focused on where you're going. Okay, this card has come to you because you may be faltering or questioning yourself. Just let go of your doubts and your fears. Your life and your goals are right on target. So what do you need to eliminate to attain this goal that you want? This is really letting go of a situation, a relationship, a job, maybe where you're living. It feels like something very big that needs to just, you don't want to be there anymore. You want to be over there. So stay focused on your goal and be willing to release and let go. It's okay. Your life and your goals are right on target. Keep your intentions clear. Stay grounded in your heart and follow whatever intuitive nudging you may feel. Spirit is working with you on an energetic level to help you bring your dreams to fruition. This looks like a spirit guide big time. Look at that. You could, right? I mean, it looks like it's piercing and looking in your soul. But let's just see what it says. Oh, yes. Light body guide. Lately, you may have noticed some strange things happening around you. Your light body is moving into a higher vibration. As the shift occurs, you may not feel like your normal self. This guide, I told you it looked like somebody. This guide has come to let you know that being absent-minded, forgetful, unclear in your thinking, or feeling heart palpitations, unless you have a heart condition, okay? Heart palpitations and other strange sensations is perfectly normal during this time. Light Body Guide encourages you to drink lots of water, get plenty of rest. The butterfly over his heart is a symbol for you to contemplate transformation, right? The butterfly. He is here to reassure you that you will be back to feeling normal very soon. And butterflies, okay, so dragonflies are like a spiritual transformation, but butterflies to me are a real physical manifestation. So there's literally something in your life that you need to physically let go of. Could it be, it could be negative self-talk. It could be that you have a way of thinking about yourself because these seeds have been planted in your brain since you were a child, the negative chatter of adults trying to make sure that you reached your potential because that's what they knew. And so maybe you don't look at yourself the way everybody else does. So maybe the thing that needs to be released, what can you burn? What can you release and let go of? The proof that you are not enough. I totally read that wrong. Okay, look at this. The images that run through your head, the reminders of what you did wrong, the proof that you are not enough. Burn, baby, burn. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism, the images that run through your head. This is about you stepping into knowing how amazing you are. This is when you hear yourself say something about yourself that is, and you need to listen to hear yourself say that. The things that are negative, they're not positive, when you're like, well, I'm not really good at that, or I'm not good with this, or, I should have known better. When you hear yourself say those things, I want you to imagine striking a match and burning that. Those words don't get to hang around in your energy, right? And so you can do it in your head, or you can literally go like that. Nobody will really know. They might wonder. But the act of just burning it, just throwing it away. Like this is not who you are anymore. You were never that. You were never that. But this is not how you choose to view yourself anymore. Right? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, what spirit guide wants to step forward to help Libra on this path? It's the nurturing mother energy, Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother Mary is mother healing is possible at this time. This is about you nurturing your inner child. When our parents said those things to us, and if you're of my generation, they almost all did, they really thought they were helping. It's what they knew. It was hurtful, right? It made you feel less than. It made you feel like you were never good enough. You couldn't get enough done. You couldn't, right? And so imagine yourself as a small child again, and you're hurt and you're wounded. Run to your mother. If your mother was not the nurturing kind, run to Mother Mary. And let her soothe your wounds, hug you, tell you you're amazing, tell you how loved you are and that you're beautiful inside and out. The chills I have right now. Okay, this is really powerful. Kaya Ra on YouTube. Kaya Ra on YouTube. It's K-A-I-A Ra, R-A. She just uploaded the video from the prayer collective that we just did for the month of September of 2020. Okay, so go to her channel. She has a beautiful Mother Mary healing activation with Kuan Yin, which is also very nurturing energy. Take the time to go through it. Allow yourself to feel loved and nurtured. You are worth it. You are worth it. You are a beautiful being of light, and those are just stories that you were told. They are not the truth of who you are. It was just distortions. All right? All right. We're going to move on. We're going to move on. Hey, Aquarius. This is your turn now. We are going to, this is a timeless reading. Whenever you see this, it is the right time. Because what we're going to do is we're going to cover a question of what is the big question in your life right now? What is the advice that you need to manage it? And who can you call on for a little additional help and guidance outside of maybe who you normally speak to? You know, outside of your normal awareness of who your spirit team is. Or maybe it is a member of your spirit team that you're in communication with, but this would be the one that you would really want to tap into and say, hey, I could use a little help in this area. Okay, so this is timeless, but let's focus in now on Aquarius. What is Aquarius? What is the big question that is on their mind right now? What is the big question that we should be discussing, giving advice for, offering support? What does Aquarius? What is their big question? Interesting. Okay. Name all the things that you love. Take a moment, real quick. What are the top 5 things that you really love? What do you love? Are you one of them? Did you put yourself on that list? In fact, did you put yourself number 1 on that list? Because you shouldn't. If you haven't, in your head right now, I want you to say, that's right, I'm number 1. I give myself all the love and attention I need because this is where can I create more space. Instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, your mind, your lungs, and your heart. Take the time to just be. Do a clutter detox of your schedule, home, innermost self, make space. Clarity will come. Give yourself an hour every day. Give yourself an hour every day. If you have Sagittarius strong in your chart, you will have already heard this conversation today. This seems to be a theme. In order to give myself that hour every day, because I have a very, very busy schedule. I am a busy, busy person. In order to create that space, I get up a little early. I get up at, a little after 5 in the morning, and I go and I sit in a saltwater bath until I feel like getting out, usually about an hour. It is my time. It is what makes me happy. When I had time this summer, I ran to the beach. I need to be by water. That's what works for me. What works for you? And me time could be, oh gosh, I really want to encourage people to journal. Because journaling is channeling your higher self. It is channeling your intuition. It is channeling who you are. But if that isn't what you want to do, then what do you want to do for an hour? Where do you create the sacred space to just think, to just be? Is it going for a nice long walk or a bike ride or, taking a nice long drive out to the country or where, oh gosh, for some of you, that's it. What gives you that quiet space without your headphones, without the TV, Aquariuses tend to really have the electronics moving all the time. And the thing about that is that it drowns out the noise of your higher self. If you are listening to, occasionally music will bring a message, right? But mostly a lot of the other things, it's noise. It's interference with the ability to tap into your higher self and what your higher self needs to hear. So for 1 hour every day, put away the electronics. It's 1 hour. If you have to get up early to do it, or stay up late, or take a lunch break, or find an hour that is just for you to spend time with you, to think about what you need, to put the attention on yourself. Put yourself first. Put yourself first. All right, let's get a little advice from the Divine Guidance cards by Charlene Harnish. Those are the Soul Truth Awareness, Self-Awareness card deck by Leanne Hovey. I will put it in the description box below. Wow, look at this. You are supposed to be tapping into your intuition. Look at how purple that is. That is so purple. This spiraling around. It is heart chakra and third eye chakra. This is really being in tune with yourself. And in the center, we've got this beautiful yellow of the solar plexus, which is reiterated here with this beautiful creative energy. You know, turn off the electronics and draw. Turn off the electronics and paint. Drop the electronics and put a puzzle together. Do something that is creative. You know, if you don't want to journal, there's lots of things you can do that allows and creates that sacred space for your mind to just do what it wants to do. And stuff coming out in artwork is a really great way also to channel into your higher self. And then this looks like throat chakra and lots of heart connection to your third eye going on here. All right, so let's break it down a little bit with the numerology. You have number 40. 40 is about creating stability. You have 21, which is a 3. That is community. We have 28, which is a 1 because it's 10. And 32, which is change. Initiating a change that creates stability in your community, because that is the order that they came out in. So, initiating change in your community that creates stability. And this change in your community, I believe, is the community of the sound around you. Where can you create more space, right? Too much time with other people is not allowing you to have time for yourself. Number 28. Freedom. It is time to come out of your shell. The shell which did serve you in the past is to provide protection for your tender heart is no longer needed. The time has come to begin to allow yourself true freedom. The world and your soul both need you to let your light in your heart to shine. Allow the past to be the past and move forward in this present moment. Do this in small steps at first, if you need to. Moving away from your protective shell means allowing your true heart to be seen, but it also means allowing others in on a deeper level than you have been able to allow before. Changing community. The nectar of life. You work so hard and you are definitely to be commended for your efforts. This card is asking you to slow down and enjoy the simple things in your life. Too much work, not enough play, not enough space, sacred space for you. This card is asking you to slow down and enjoy the simple things in life. Spend some quality time with family and friends. Take time to embrace life and to do some of the things you honestly enjoy. Focus your energy on activities and things that bring you true pleasure. Taste the sweetness of life. Feel empowered to pollinate and to fertilize your dreams. Yeah, what I just saw in my head was, I know COVID's making it hard right now, but this is timeless, and maybe you're seeing this after we're out of that. I think those little, you get together with your friends and you drink wine and you're supposed to paint this painting, which depending on how much wine you have, it may or may not resemble the painting you're supposed to be creating. All right, and then we have receiving. Energetically, you're beginning to draw in the loving people you need to help move forward on your path. There is a big change in your community space happening, but it is by creating the sacred space that allows for your creative energy to flow, allows you to not, I think that space, that sacred space is space away from work. I mean, have you been using work to hide from life because things have been tough? That is an escape mechanism. These people offer you both emotional and spiritual support so that you may see and feel your own value in the world. Remember, you have just as much of a positive effect in their lives as they do in yours. While what you have to give is very important, is just important that you allow yourself to receive too. In doing so, you are creating a beautiful energy exchange of growth and support for all. Just, this is the sound of Om. Try doing that and see where it resonates in the body. Resonates here. Different sounds will resonate in different places in your body. This one is definitely resonating in the throat chakra. The meaning of this card is twofold. Firstly, it is calling for you for more time in meditation, that sacred space that you're supposed to be creating, and prayer. Energetically, you are needing some time alone with yourself in your inner space. Through meditation, you're able to connect more deeply with your higher self and your guides. Energetically, this is vital for you. Secondly, this card tells you to focus on the power of your voice to facilitate the opening of your throat chakra. This vocal expression, whether through chant, prayer, or even in singing, is important for you right now. Creating some space away from work, away from electronics, finding time to be with people you care about, more time for them, but more time for you. Give yourself an hour every day where that's your time. Really can't recommend that enough. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the spirit guides that are coming in to power boost you. You have Horus, the cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. And you have Cyrnos. Cyrnos is about time. Cyrnos is very Saturnian energy. We've got Saturn's turning direct. If you were watching this the week I'm recording this, on the 29th of September, Saturn goes direct. It says express your driving passion, sensual and sexual powers are increased. So, the cosmic gateway too. I want to Horus is the Egyptian eagle-headed god and sun twin flame of the goddess Isis. So also sometimes known as Osiris. So foresight, psychic awareness, and the ability to travel between worlds. He can help you move into the cosmos with our mind, meditation, and prayers, okay? So I feel like this is the sacred space you create for meditation, and then this is the sacred space you create for family and friends and get, out there and have some fun. I mean, we're talking about sensual and sexual powers, for goodness sakes. Like, it is a truly balanced life where it's not just all about work, which is what it feels like. It feels like it's been really about work for way too long. The stag god, who represents connection to the earth, he is one of the oldest recognized Celtic gods. He is the lover of the great mother and impregnated the land so that it would be filled with life. Yeah, it's time to really create a whole new world for yourself. A lot more fun, a lot more energy of fun. All right, we really need to move on. I'm running long. All right, so you guys take care. Good luck with all that. And I'm going to move on to Gemini right now. Hey there, Gemini. How's it going? We are going to get into what is the big question. What is the big question that you need to think about it this time. So whenever you're watching this video, it is the right time. You will be drawn here at the correct moment. You may watch it the week I put it out. You may watch it 3 years from now. It doesn't matter. You will be drawn to this question at the right time in your life when you're looking for a solution to your problem. So this is how I set this up with Spirit. So it's very timeless. It's very timeless. Okay? So, what does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know? What is the big question? What is the big thought process? At the time of recording this, the North Node is in Gemini at around 23 degrees. So it just moved through the galactic center about a month ago. The North Node is about being curious about when it's in Gemini in particular. It's about being curious about where you want to go. The North Node is about being curious, is about the direction you're headed. And the South Node, which is always across the axis, would be in Sagittarius, and that would be about what are you releasing and letting go in order to move forward and to follow the North Node. Okay, so at this time, what is the best question? What is the advice? What does Gemini need to know? What is the big question in their life that they are... I like when they fly out so that I know for sure. Thank you. I'm a big fan of that. Okay, so whatever the big conundrum in your life is, whatever it is that you're trying to figure out, you need to... Okay, so, all right, so when I was at Michigan Tech and taking civil engineering, one of the things we had to do was we drew an object, and it had, we had to turn it in space. So they showed us the drawing, and we had to look at it, and we had to figure out if we turned it, 45 degrees or 30 degrees or whatever the angle was they gave us, how would you draw it? What would it look like? And it does change and everything. And I was kind of struggling with it because there was one line I couldn't figure it out. And so I made a 3D model so I could turn it in space and physically look at it and go, oh, that's where it goes. I cheated a little, but it doesn't matter. It was how I looked at it. I needed a different perspective. The idea actually came to me in a dream because I couldn't figure it out. And they're like, in the dream, they're like, the line will go here. And I'm like, really? And so when I looked at my model, I'm like, oh my God, the line goes there. So what else does it mean? So there's a situation that you need to turn in space and look at it and go, well, what does this mean now? Like, what is this thing? How can I look at this differently? All right, so I just saw, I don't know if you know the story of the elephant. So there's 6 guys gathered around this elephant, and they're all blind, and they're all touching the elephant, and they're trying to describe what the elephant is. But one guy can only describe what the trunk is, and one can only describe the trunk, and one can only describe the ear, and one can describe the tail, and one can describe the leg. And obviously none of those things are the same, right? But it's the same thing. So how can you change your perspective and look at it differently so that you can see what else it means, right? What else is going on here? And so the question is, how can I be more flexible, and what else could this mean? So whatever it is that you are looking at, be willing to step back and shift your perspective, change the way you're viewing it to see what else there is. There's more than one way of looking at it. There's different vantage points. So it says, what are you trying to control? Maybe it's time to let go and let love move through you and trust that the outcome will be for your highest good. There are always multiple ways of looking at every situation. The first one is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. That's why shifting your perspective, seeing it from a higher vantage point, I mean, seeing how it all goes together. Okay, so let's get a little guidance on that. I don't know if you can hear that noise out there, but she's vacuuming the hallway. I'm super excited. It was really filthy. I thought I was going to go out and do it. I live in an apartment. I'm not supposed to do it, but I was like, it really needs to be vacuumed. Okay, let's see here. there's a lot of balance in this. This is also a lot of spiraling up and seeing things from a higher perspective in this. And if you look, it is very much, you're coming up from the sacral chakra, the kind of the insecurities and the fears, right, into the brighter, lighter light of confidence. So spiraling up out of your fears in order to find a better way of looking at it. It's number 3. Number 3 is about community. It's also about building and growth. It's definitely a growth card. Look at this. Infinite love. This card represents the infinite love that not only resides within you, but is you. The entire universe is in the vibration of love energy. Spirit sees your beautiful heart and is calling you to allow the loving energy to flow. Can't say that 3 times. Flow fully into you and from you. It will heal your hurts and negative past experiences, helping you to connect with your true immortal being of light that you are. It is your light and your love that this world needs most. It is time to let the love flow. Okay, so some situation has occurred, and oh wow, and at the bottom of the deck, I just noticed this. Look at that, all that heart energy, that beautiful heart energy. Okay, wow, this just flipped up. That is so weird. It must have, look, I didn't flip it. It wasn't the bottom of the deck. We're going to take this one too. We're going to take this one too. That's weird. It was flipped up and on top of the deck. This says loved ones, your friends and loved ones who have crossed over want you to know that they are with you. They are wrapping their loving energy around you and ask you to feel peace and serenity within your heart and mind about their passing. They are living and enjoying the other side and deeply desire for you to feel peaceful and within this world. They ask that you surrender any painful emotions you are holding on to and to allow the loving presence to flow into your heart, bringing forth peace and serenity. Feel their loving energy and joyfully live the gift of life here on earth. So I don't know who or how many of you that is for. It does not feel like it's for everybody. It is for somebody. Like somebody. Okay, so definitely. All right, so. And also call on your ancestors and guides when you need additional help. So there is a situation. Wow, Spirit is all over this. Okay, so there is a situation where there was some hurt, some pain, but it was an opportunity for growth. It was an opportunity to grow in love. It was an opportunity for you to forgive yourself, maybe for something that you didn't particularly proud of, or to forgive someone else for something that may have hurt you. How else can you look at that? How can you change the perspective and allow for the growth to happen of your soul? Maybe you've lost a loved one and you're like, I don't understand. How could that happen? How could that happen? And maybe what happened was that they had a soul contract and it was their time to go. And your time with them was actually the right amount of time for you to have the information from them that you needed. And now they can also assist you from the other side. So for those of you that have lost a loved one, my condolences. But you are not alone. Oh, wow. Okay, you are ascending. You are ascending into using this energy, this vibration of love energy. You are ascending. You have Serapis Bay. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. This is ascension energy. But this is also calling you to rise. Like this isn't, I feel like you're not going to necessarily be pulled up. You have to make the decision to step onto the ascension path and allow yourself to be assisted. But you have to make the decision. You have to choose to go there. We have the Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles can occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Lots of emphasis on love going on here. And then we have Paul the Venetian. Experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. There's so much love energy hanging out here today. So I want to start with saying, whatever is going on, what are you trying to control? I'm reading the card. The card says, how can I be more flexible? What are you trying to control? Maybe it is time to let go. Let love move through you today and trust the outcome will be for your highest good. Remind yourself all day long that you are safe and that life is happening for you, that you are not alone. And then it says, and then do some yoga. And there's all kinds of yoga, but I would use gentle yoga and nurture yourself. Okay? All right, that's it. We're wrapped up. Okay, so I will be back next week with something else. We'll wait and see what Spirit has to bring. Love yourself. Love yourself. Put yourself first on your list and love yourself. All right, you take care. We'll talk soon.